welcome back to another edition of Guyz Ramble on. What the fuck is happening in life? How is Chris this week?
I'm alright, so.
Chris is alright this week. We're laughing, it's fine, we're laughing. Where the fuck's my coffee? It's alright, whatever. Have you had a normal week?
Work life.
Work life, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. Work life.
Everything's going fine.
Yeah, it's just a typical week. I was down in Birmingham a couple of days.
Is your new lad, he said he had a new lad getting
Yeah, seems alright. He's stunk my wagon out though.
Stunk it?
Yeah.
Well, I just... Human stink.
No, cow stink.
Cow? Is he like a farmer?
Yeah. No, not inside. He
drove to a farm.
I had to take his wagon down south to get sorted out. So he was in my wagon for a couple of days. And I got back in it yesterday. I'm like, did all the things, and I was like, why does it sting around my wagon? I was like, what the fuck's he doing? So I started texting.
Yeah.
I said, have you ever been like playing in a field or something or whatever? And he just put an emoji laughing. I was like, yeah, I got a bit lost and I ended up in a farm.
No.
And I was like, so is that why my wagon smells of cow shite? Yeah.
I didn't realise the smell could stick to the outside. Oh, for fuck's sake. So he's gone through a fucking farm or whatever. And
He was meant to go to a house. And he ended up in some farm.
He went to go to a house, he's there with some blokes, and there's a lad at a family. Well, is there a wagon in the fucking front yard?
Yeah.
What the fucking goes here? And it is a pungent, unique smell.
Yes.
It's...
Yeah.
Do you know what's disgusting? I don't even think it's like the grossest smell ever.
No, there's a lot worse.
It's weird, isn't it?
I'm used to it because I grew up in this countryside.
That's Well, I was the same when I was in the village and you the farmers. You kind of
get immune to it.
Like you do go, oh, it stings, but you're not like, oh, it's fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes us freaks. Just cow shit be like, hey, it's so lovely that. But I'm stinking because of the cup final tomorrow. The sweat's already started. Everything's happening, minging. I've been having mild panic attacks all week, biting nails. I'm watching interviews, just normal interviews, ripping the shit out of my nails. So even like my feet and that stinking. So tomorrow's going to be one wet day. One very, very moist down tomorrow, sir.
What time's kick off?
4:30. I'm not looking forward to. I would not be excited if I was my t-shirt. It's going to absorb a lot of moisture. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be fucking... Oh, I can't be bothered. I do really kind of wish I could just wake up, it's Monday morning, and I don't have to... Whatever the result is, I don't have to sit and do it.
Well, just put yourself to sleep. Just inject it and just...
But it's one of the... It's one of the little paradoxes football fans have. Say you could see the future Newcastle lose 10-0.
Yeah.
And I knew that. The football fan would still sit through it and just punish themselves. I don't know why. I remember watching the football game, not only at Laura's house, and I'm sat there going like this and fucking fighting, shaking. She's like, do you like football? I'm going, yeah, I fucking love it. She's like, are you sure? And I'm thinking, oh, it's fucking, fuck off, you cunt. Yeah, it's fucking, she's like, you sure? And then I started thinking, do I? Well, yeah, I do, but it's like one of those, Bonjaboo goes to every Carlisle game, and Carlisle doing fucking shit at the minute, but he'll sit through every battering and all that kind of shit. So it's a weird thing. I also realised that there's a lot of people out there that had a similar fear of mine. I thought it was a unique thing to me. I watched a video of this girl saying, does anybody have irrational fears of like when they used to go into a pool or, you know, even sometimes the bath, that there would be a shark in it? I used to always think that. But apparently it was a common thing in that she happened to do a slideshow of disgusting things, like somebody just going into a normal pool and there's just a shark there. And it's fucking disgusting. But I used to have that. We had like a little inflatable pool now back down south. You know, one of the blue ones, the big circles. And I couldn't get there on my own. I used to think that the ground would open up and it would release like a horde of sharks. I don't know if you remember, what were they called, 47 metres down? 47, yeah, the second one. It's the blind sharks. But they're in that bit where they're at the surface and it's like the forest round them and they're in a hole and they're trying to get their way out when the sharks come. It always reminds me of that scene always reminds me of getting that swimming pool. And I've had it before, it's a little, not fully the reason, but it's a little part of the reason why I don't like baths, because I feel like all of a sudden I'll close my eyes, wake up and I'm in a big bath and there's a shark. And I know it's an irrational fear, it makes no sense, but I thought I was alone in it. But no, there's a lot of people that can't get into like a little bit of water. It's like, when you were a kid and you'd go down the river, you know, you'd get your disposable barbecues and shit, and you'd get in the river.
Yeah.
And my imagination, because to this day I believe I saw it happen every time. It didn't, I know it didn't, but my head made it. I always see a sliver of like a tail, just sort of, as I'm in the water, just like a tail going to the water and be like, oh, this is going to be a massive anaconda in here, isn't there? And just stupid, irrational shit like that. So, but I'm not alone in that fear, which is great.
Well, my mum, growing up as a kid, was Jurassic Park, not sleeping under the window, because I used to sleep under the window.
I used to think the like the T-Rex or whatever would appear at the window.
Yeah, so I like fucking moved beds.
Oh,
like that, not sleeping there.
Yeah, it's just in the eye, just popping, you'd be like, what the fuck are you doing here? But you've grown out of that though, I'm assuming. See, I haven't. I can't. Reacher, the newest episode when they're swimming to the boat.
Yeah.
They just went, do you fancy a swim? Cracked on it normally. My instant thought would be, there's a megalodon in here. There's a giant fucking squid in here. There's a fucking Lord Cthulhu's under here. Why are we doing this?
But the same with them like all battle banks. You don't know what's in that river. They just jump in. And there's a crocodile in the
yeah, they quite often just dive in and out, getting in the water. And I always think, how can you just do that? Like, see if like it was like a life or death you had. Like the film with Mark Wahlberg, the real film where he's on the oil rig. Have you seen that? Deepwater Horizon? Deepwater Horizon. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's a good film.
But obviously it sets a fire at the end and he has to jump in.
Yeah.
I've like my chances more with fighting a fire than I do getting in the water. And I understand that the fire's going to win, but yet I still go, I'll wait here until helicopter. Because obviously them oil rigs are fucking miles out.
Yeah, they are.
And that's fucking disgusting. But they're like, no, we'll jump in. No. It's like the Titanic. If the Titanic was sinking, I would have tried my hardest just to stay on that boat. Because there's something about cold water as well being full of more demons and monsters. I don't know why. I just feel like there's going to be more evil in there.
Not really, because a lot of sharks don't like cold water. They're more like warm shit.
It's massive whales in that aspect, mate.
Because I'm not going to eat you.
Because Maneater, the game, when I have to fight, you have to fight a whale, and I used to, lovely cute free willy. No, now whales are part of the. You swim down, you're at a swimming pool, but it's all underwater. The whale stood at the entrance, and like I remember playing the video game. I stopped and I was like, oh fuck. Even though I'm a mutated shark with nuclear powers, and that's just a fucked up, scarred up whale, I'm like, no. It took me ages to do that level, mate. So fucking long. Oh, I love playing that game so fucking much because you get every time the swimmer shit, I'm going, you're going through little vents and like, this is fucking minging. It's just such a disgusting. But yeah, anyway, other people genuinely out there thought that they're going to a swimming pool, there'll be a shark. If I show the images, they are fucking minging. Like I said, they're all like AI fake images, but in my head, it's like, yeah, that's real. That's 100% real. That. I don't like it.
Wait for a shark and you laugh.
And it's weird as well because at the same time, sharks are one of my favourite animals. I love them. Oh man, it was minging. I saw a video of a shark and it said, you think you've got life hard. And then the shark swam past and it's just full of scratches and scars and cuts everywhere. And I'm thinking, fuck me, that shark's been through so many wars and fights. What the fuck? It made me feel really, really bad. And so I really like sharks. I would love nothing. Like, you remember in Meg 2, as shit as it was?
Yeah.
When he's face to face with it. The Asian lad and they pull him up, you think he's been eaten. Yeah. I would love nothing more to sit in front of a shark and be like, hi, you're my friend and all this shit, aren't you? And obviously it's never going to fucking happen.
No.
Even building the jaws, they're going, I'm just thinking, oh, imagine you really were on the Orca, the name of the boat and shit, and be like, oh, it's just, it stresses me out. It makes me feel fucking horrible and rotten. It gives me the sweats.
Everything gives you the sweats.
Yeah, it does. It fucking does as well. It gives me the fucking massive. Mate, and go back to it. Obviously, I don't think you're going to play it, so I can spoil it. At the end of the Indiana Jones game, obviously you get to a massive temple and all this kind of shit, and the biggest fucking snake. I haven't got a fear of snakes unless they're fucking massive and in water. As soon as you put in water, then I am scared. A massive snake comes in, and obviously we know Indy's scared of snakes.
Yes.
But you have to dive under the water to get to these bits of ruins to try and get to this thingy, and the snake's just popping up at different. After the amount of times I shit myself, I was like, Indy, I can't relate to you because I'm not a sexy Harrison Ford archaeologist, but at this moment I'm getting shit up because Indy, the character reacts, and you're like, oh my fucking god, because I fucking they're little cunts. So I'm going to go on a rant now. When I was playing Indiana Jones for the first time, you get to a bit, where the fuck are we? We in Peru? No, we're in a bit anyway. There's all these villages and that. but they're all on water.
Yeah.
There's like jungle, but they're all, and I'm thinking, we're gonna have to interact with somebody there, aren't we? So you go through on your little boat, go through all the little stops and that, and you're like, okay. And I'm like, there's going to be a mission at some point, isn't there? Where there's a monster. I didn't think it was going to be a snake. I thought it was going to be like a big fish or whatever. And then we go through, we get to that mission bit, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I see it. Because Indy doesn't see it first. You see the tail of the snake come into the water, and the girl you're with, she's like, but she still fucking sail to Indy. She still lets him crack on and get in and whatnot. It's absolutely horrible. I was sweating my dish off playing that.
I might get play it because it's you get a free download on Xbox.
It's
Xbox Pass, so I might download it and play it.
As a game, it's not very challenging whatsoever, and it's definitely, obviously you like the Indiana Jones films.
Yeah.
It's basically a middle section of one of the films that we just, between the third film and later on with the fourth. It's would it be the second of? It's just part of the story. So if you just want to watch it from a story point of view,
yeah,
absolutely beautiful. And it's fun just going around being indie with your whip and going around Egypt and doing all that kind of stuff. It's so fucking good. I think you will enjoy it. Like I said, it's one of the games you could just sit back, you just move around a bit and enjoy the story.
Yeah. I like it. It's free on Xbox Pass. So I've got a bit of Forza to catch up on. That's about it.
You could make it indie like a weekly thing. Just I'll do a couple of hours a week just because you're just there for the story. Because I think it is about 16 hours to complete.
Is it?
Yeah.
So is it a good storyline?
It's a brilliant story. It's like I said, it's a typical OG trilogy Indiana Jones story.
Yeah.
So it's got the weird little supernatural bits. You got a bit where you end up in China because you're looking for the Great Circle, which has these teleport points, and you're in a submarine on top of a fucking mountain in what the fuck's the mountain called, Chris? The frozen fucker, the big fucker, Everest. Is it Everest? Yeah, it's Everest. Yeah, it's Everest. And then you're all of a sudden in a submarine, but then you leave that bit and you're in China where it's all on fire and getting bombarded by Germans and shit. And you're like, where the fuck are we going? And like I said, you had so much fun with it. So yeah, I recommend it. I've been playing Goat Simulator just to relax. Because I said it, I'll say it again, big final tomorrow. Shitting myself, absolutely shitting myself. Liverpool are a phenomenal team. So I thought I need to calm down this week. So I've been playing a few hours of Goat Simulator. Yeah, because it's such a dumb fucking moron game where you're a goat, you have to beat up the nan, but she keeps blasting you.
Play life, you like life, you're a cat. And there's a dog version coming out shortly.
Yeah, I did see life. You base like a little, are you a stray?
Yeah, you're a stray cat.
Yeah. That was stressing me out though, because I feel like I want to somehow find my house to bring it in to feed it. I dreamt from my bike ride home from work last night to our house. The whole bike ride, it was a dream. Like I haven't a real life in my head because for whatever reason I thought I was going to get home. The bike ride home, I imagined that somebody had left a box of 12 German Shepherd puppies.
Okay.
And it was just me. And then for the whole bike ride home, I found them and it was just me living with them. And Optimus was their dad and we were having fun and stuff. That was the whole bike ride. And I got beeped up 3 times because I was daydreaming and shit and I've got no brakes. And I couldn't believe it. Next thing you know, I got home at the front door and I was like, I don't remember any of this bike ride. All I remember is playing with German Shepherds and Optimus.
Yeah, you end up in them moments. I have them all the time. When
Well,
I'm
you shit.
driving, I'll just zone out, and the next minute I'm like, right, I'm here.
Well,
Shit,
fuck
right,
me.
okay.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
I like them moments though, because sometimes, like say, you're on the same road every day, up and down
Yeah, you
the
need to
74 or fucking whatever. It's just like, right, let's do it again.
Let's do the same old shit again on the same merry-go-round.
Yeah.
Repetitive of life.
So it's nice to zone out on them occasions.
You don't realise how fast time flies as well when you zone out. What are you going to say there?
I need a new audio book to listen to because I finished my last one.
What was your last one?
My last one was. What was my last one? Fucking hell. Do you know, I've had such a. As I've mentioned, I've had such a fucking week.
You finished the Lord of the Rings. Did you think about doing the Hobbit? Just to complete the set.
I've not thought about doing the Hobbit, but I can look into it.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Going there.
Check it out, you're an audio books. Check it out, you're an audio man.
Where's my shit?
I thought you said where's Wally there.
Right, there we go. Yeah. Right, so, what was the last one I did? Where's my library? My library!
Because you're having a big apocalyptic run for a good while.
I am, yeah. I think I've established I'm a sucker for apocalypse. I want the world to end.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely more an apocalyptic sort of end of the world fan than certain aspects I am, but you're definitely more of a bigger fan than I am.
Yeah. Right, so my last one I did was Don't Play.
Don't play.
My last one I did was Slow Burn.
Slow burn. Which one was
that? Honestly, I can't fucking remember.
Too much going up there.
Yeah.
I do that with comic books, you know. I'll get my weekly comic books, I'll read a certain amount, then I'll read a certain amount, and I'll go, hang on a sec, I've just got to issue 5 here. What happened in issue 4 again? And I'll just fucking blur out and I have to quickly, oh shit, yeah, I remember now. It's too much. You doing too much.
Yeah.
Taking it all in.
It's been a week.
It's been a fucking week.
It's been a week, I tell you that. Yeah. Slow Burn is basically my last book. You know, like I say, it's another apocalypse for book.
Well, I'm just chucking the Hobbit out there just if you're looking for one and it's part of the set you've already done.
I do have a couple in my wish list. Where's my wish list? Do a couple of I've got some more zombie shit. I've got Shogun Part 1 and Part 2. I might do them.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're about one. Part 1's 24 hours long and Part 2's 30 hours long.
That's sweet. So is that because with Shogun was it?
Shogun was based on these books.
Right, yeah. So the show was based on these books here.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I might do them. Like I said, more apocalyptic shite, Stephen King stuff, Salem's Lot, which is I'm interested.
Did you ever do the film of that in the end?
No, I never. To be fair.
No, it was still like I said a fine watch. It was fine watch.
Fine watch. I've got George Martin. With Lord of the Rings, not Lord of the Rings.
I was going to say
Game of Thrones.
Oh, so that's now officially on your list.
That's on my
well,
list.
you're a big Game of Thrones guy, and I think most fans say the books are better. So you should definitely. But the only thing is, because I know Laura's having this fucking issue, the fact that the story's not finished and he's not got any further yet.
Yeah.
Shit, we didn't speak about House of Dragon on Entertainment News, did we? Because is that not soon?
I think it's later in the year.
Oh, is it late on in the year? Sorry.
I think so.
Because I can't be arsed watching dragons die. I've been spoiled of how all they all die, and I just go fuck off. Somebody at a convention while Chris is doing some little research, they got traumatized because somebody had like a setup of Never Ending Story where the horsey gets dragged into the fucking mud, and somebody had a display like an animatronic where the horsey. Oh my god! They were walking around the film. They're like, my childhood traumas just come back at a convention. And I thought, why would you make that, you horrible bastards?
Right, so going back to my book, we follow a character called Zed.
This is, what did you say it was called?
Slow Burn.
Slow Burn, sorry.
So we follow a character called Zed.
Zane?
Yeah. I can't remember whereabouts we're at. We're in some kind of American city. I think we're in Texas, saying like that. I think we're in Texas.
The same Texas.
And basically the whole planet basically kind of like zombified. And the term white, but you get some immune people as well. He's kind of a slow burn. He's not immune, but he's not.
It takes a while for him to turn.
He's not a turner. He's had the infection, but he's managed to fight it off.
Okay.
But you get classed as the slow burn. So he's a white. He's like an albino person. Right. And he befriends another character.
Does he look like one of the zombies? But he's just not.
Yeah, he looks like one. So
okay.
he blends in with them.
Oh, so the zombies don't fuck him up because they think, oh, there's one of us.
Aye.
But the humans probably thinking, oh, it's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then he's the main character.
He's one of the main character, and we follow another character called Murphy. Murphy's comical. I want a Murphy in my life.
Yeah, I want a Murphy.
Murphy's comical, and just gotta get across Texas. And as we're going across Texas, we find other survivors. We get bonds with them. Shit happens. They lose people. It's such a good story.
Yeah, it sounds alright.
I got right into it.
That sounds quite fun.
That was 55 hours of that.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. I like my long ones.
Yeah, it's been a while since there was an audiobooks, to be fair. For whatever reason, I just had a bad habit of just redoing. I think it was just Andy Serkis in me. But the longer the better for me. Someone just called me a cheeky bastard. Oh, I heard a Yankee man here. Next door. That's all, honestly, I heard a Yankee man here.
Cheeky bastard.
The fuck is happening here? Oh my god, mate. I didn't bring it up the internet news either. Did you see that guy that's making the Stan Lee documentary?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I heard about this.
Oh my fucking...
He was good pals with him. We did a lot of shit with him and stuff like that before he died and stuff. That's all I know.
But it looks heartbreaking because he was... I don't know why the guy didn't say anything sooner, which is a little bit annoying, but apparently the last few years of his life, when his missus died and all that kind of stuff, there was a lot of elder abuse happening to him. So this guy's got footage of Stan Lee, you know, he's sat in his wheelchair and he's slumped over and all this kind of shit. He's down like that and they're like, he's like, are we done for today? And he's like, no, Disney wants you to come over and do another signing here for this month and do this talk. And he's like, I'm tired and I want to go on. Why do I need to do more? And they're like, no, we need to do this here. And it's honestly, like, I was fucking nearly in tears. The amount of absolute shit that they put him through. They're like, again, with this footage of what they put him through in these last few years of dragging him here, he has to appear, he has to do this, and obviously he's depressed at this moment. His missus is not long gone, and he's, like I said, he's fading away in his chair. He's not smiling. He's not as happy. Hey, Excelsior kind of shit. This is why I love Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith did a lot to help Stan Lee out and all this kind of shit. And it was fucking heartbreaking if you see the actual sort of trailer for it and stuff. It's not finished. The guys apparently put it together, but like I said, it's a bit annoying because if you were sat on this footage, why did you not expose it way before? Because the stuff that we've seen, which is first time for regular fans seeing this footage, it's fucking traumatizing, especially with a massive hero like that of mine. Yeah, it was, oh my god, it was disgusting. It's a lad just sort of moving around saying, no, Stan, we need to go to this bit next now. And Stan's just sat there I want to go home. And he's just like, fucking hell, let the man go home. But obviously he can't do it for himself because he's like, it breaks your heart. Honestly, I feel like I'm going to well up now. It's disgusting. What a way to put it on downers. Sorry everybody, put it on a fucking downer there. I'll fight to relax. But yeah, I did not like it. And if it does come out, that documentary comes out, it's going to be a hard fucking watch. It will be a hard watch for a lot of people, I reckon. Because especially as people that obviously we never fucking met or saw Stan Lee, but when you saw him, it was the cameos in the films, it was the interviews where he's with the actors being like, oh, he was a great Tony Stark, I love it. And he seemed happy and he seemed quite youthful for an old man who was doing all the shit. And then you see this side of it where the big commercial engine's just churning it out, get Stan out there. And you're thinking, oh, look, the guy's fucking old as shit. He's broken down, he's depressed, his missus is gone. And he's like, oh, no, next meeting, next appearance, next speech. That's fucking horrible, man. That'd be shite. Yeah, it's just fucking horrible. I didn't realise how bad elder abuse was.
It's a lot common than you think about. There's a lot of care
I've been
homes.
so ignorant to it, so ignorant.
A lot of care homes seems to have a lot of problems with all that shit.
Yeah, because obviously they can't do it from themselves. It's like, well, no, if you want me to do this, you better do this, or some shit like that. Or no, you'll do it when I want, and they just need to be away.
Yeah, they get abused a lot. They get things stolen from them and shit like that.
That's why I quite laughed as well to try and put it on a funny edge. I saw a story about some old lad who had a vast fortune, who had a big fortune. I put it on one of the news, but he left all of his wealth and fortune to his turtle. Like it was all in a will and everything. And I thought, what? Because I'm assuming you've done that because people close to you or family have been knobheads or arseholes or just waiting for you to die to get your fortune. He's like, do you know what? Fuck off. The turtle's getting a lot. Well fucking done. Absolutely well fucking done.
And how does that work out then? If whoever adopts the turtle gets the fortune?
I would assume so. I don't know. Shit myself. Why is he battle ready? I'm assuming there'll be some sort of legal requirement or sorry, the dog threw us off. There's no one at the door, but he's acting at the door, and I swear to God, there's a ghost in this house. Yeah, maybe the state takes it, or they some shit like that. But if he's willed it not to go to these people, I don't think they have any right to it.
Yeah,
because I'm assuming when you're about to die, your wealth or your whatever, it goes where you decide.
Yeah.
So I don't fully know how it works.
And what if the turtle gets killed? Then what happens there?
I imagine,
like the tortoise,
I definitely reckon the government's going to hand it and say, "Well, we'll just take it." It'll be some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, it will be probably.
It was. I'm trying to go off like little bits of media that I know. Like I know, like obviously when Bruce Wayne died in the Dark Knight trilogy, like his stuff got lotted out to different charities, and the Wayne Manor become place for the boys' home and stuff. So I don't know if shit like that happens. I'm sure it's quite funny.
Fair enough.
It was quite fucking good.
You know your shite octopus.
No, you can have some of it anyway. Don't you worry, mate.
I don't want the dog though.
There was, sorry, mate. You're next of kin. Yeah, if you're second dad, you're a bit whatever. Did you see the Australian girl that they took the baby wombat?
Yeah, I seen that.
The president or prime minister, whatever it is of Australia, the head was fucking raging.
She's she's either on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, isn't she?
But that broke my heart because the mum was in sheer distress,
Aye.
and I thought this is outstanding. Because I don't get it wrong. I could be wrong here, but I feel like the Australians are quite good at looking after their wildlife. They
are, to be fair.
I've got that vibe anyway. I've got no evidence of it, but it seems like it's for the fact that it wasn't just like a local little arrest. That it was the head of the country was like, "Fuck you, you're not dealing with this shit. You're paying for this." Because I thought, fucking well done. Because if something like that happened in our country, I feel like it would just be, oh, that's a shame, swept under the rug. And I thought, fuck, because I know some people don't class it, but I definitely see us.
Well, it's only swans for yeah, it's only swans for us, isn't it? They're protected. We're by the Queen, and they're still out under the King's arm now.
Yeah. Me and you both hate, I know it's a bit hypocritical of us because we eat meat and shit, but I hate how certain wildlife's treated by certain people and shit like that. So it's nice to see somewhere where the head of the country is treating it as if it would be a human on human thing. It's not just, it's only a fucking wombat, we can deal with that, fine. It's like, no, this is serious shit. And I thought, that's fucking awesome.
That's it, right, huh?
Because it was minging, especially when the mum come out of the bush. Because the only video I've seen, it kind of ends. I don't think she took it home or out. I think she just paraded around with it for a bit. I think she just pissed about with the baby. Yeah. Which then goes into the sickness of social media and doing the shit that, this will be a good video. Thinking more about that. Because of like I'm assuming all the bad comments you got, but I'm assuming she thought, I'll get loads of good comments and likes and people will think this is great.
Well, obviously she never.
No, obviously she fucking never.
Get charged, arrested and fucking whatever else.
Yeah, I don't know what this, like the actual sentence or crime would be, but surely she has to be on some sort of fucking... If I was him, I'd say, listen, you're going to serve some time for this to show you how serious I'm about it. That's what I would do.
Alright.
Do you want us to pause for a sec?
No, I'm going. Getting out your way.
Be gone, wench.
Wandering around. Right.
Tally-ho.
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 Enjoy your coffee, Christopher.
I shall.
It's fucking finished it. Shut up. Shh. Warren, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
What are you eating?
Probably your life. Bye. Did you see as well the Netflix documentary about that girl that came out? Gabby Patel? Petito? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did you?
What?
Right, see you.
Bye.
We all love a Mother Teresa interaction, don't we? She's just... My mum's is the fucking best. She's a wench. Well, I don't quite know what wench means though. I always call her wench. And she goes, shut up, you fat cunt.
I think that was a slang word for a whore back then.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Shit! Bastard! Laura always, because Laura's and her family are very like, your family. Where I'm like, fuck off, and she's like, you fat cunt. We love each other. I love my mum to pieces, but it's always like, you fucking idiot. Whatever. And so anyway, this documentary is quite heartbreaking, to be fair. It's all about a girl, and this will annoy you as well because it pissed me off. So this girl met this bloke. The girl eventually, at the end of the story, ends up dying by the hands of him. But they went on a road trip across America together. She wanted to vlog it, make a YouTube channel, this kind of shit. She seemed like a sweet, lovely girl.
Did she know this guy?
Yeah, they were friends and they met up. They started dating and they went out.
Right, okay.
But he was always a bit uncomfortable about the YouTube filming and shit. And his mum was a bit of a freak. Because, like, she left him a note once, like, saying, oh, if you ever killed somebody, I'd help you bury the body and all this kind of shit. But this story unfolds, and you see some of the most worst, horrible... I'm not a police officer. I don't know how hard it is. But some of the worst police work in your entire life. Because... So they go on this trip, and then for 10 days, the parents can't get hold of her. But he rocks back up at his house with her van and all this kind of shit. So the parents are like, hang on a sec. He's turned back. He's got a van. Where's our daughter? And they're like, we're not telling you. And then so the police get sent round. Then the police look at her, hiya, we've got a report of this girl missing, but her boyfriend's back in the van's here, can we speak to him? And the parents immediately go, we've got lawyers, we're not speaking to you, we've got lawyers. And they shut the door on them, and the police are like, all right, okay. And thinking, well, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. You're the police officer. You've got to this house. Girl missing for 10 days. You rocked up, and that's the first thing to say. You don't immediately go, whoa. they go, and then they're speaking to like their colleagues saying, well, she could just be annoyed at the parents, she doesn't want to speak to them, thinking, that's fucking retarded, isn't it? He's in a van that's in her name. But it turns out she died, unfortunately. He tried saying that she went into water, she was really cold, and he put her to ashore and put her out of her misery. But they found strangle evidence and blunt force trauma to the head, and he left her in a fetal position. It was fucking disgusting. But I just thought there was a moment where the police caught them because they were arguing, and they stopped, pulled them on the side of the road, and then there was evidence of hitting and all this kind of shit. And the police basically says, right, listen, love, you spend the night in the van, we're going to put them up in a hotel. And even then, you're sort of like, what the shit? And I don't know how much of it's American police law. Because like, again, I could be breaking the law here. I don't always like to be a policeman. But if I'm one of them officers and I hear that information, I'm sorry, if I'm breaking codes or violations, I'm kicking that door down and saying, I'm speaking to that cunt right now. Whereas they were just like, no, I feel like if that was in Britain, the police would have been like, no, he's coming out. If you've admitted he's in this house, been 10 days, we don't know where she is, the van's back and that, get him out or we're coming in. They were just like, all right, no worries. I feel like friends and family would be smashing the door down.
You'd think so, yeah.
Honestly, it was so frustrating.
In a way, it'd be shit for the parents. In a way, you've also got to do things by the book.
I get that. I do. I understand
If
because
they lawyer up, they'll be like, right, okay.
it's always law.
We'll come back with a little warrant. We'll arrest him. We'll take him in. We'll speak. Blah 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 blah.
I completely get that
Because that is the best way to get the evidence. You can't just like beat them out of them because.
No, I wouldn't beat him. I would take the lawsuit or the charge because obviously at the end of it we know that he's committed the murder and then he went off and killed himself. I'm just thinking because like I said, I feel like the police over here would be different. It's just I couldn't go to somebody's house knowing that there's a daughter missing because straight away if you rocked up, say I'm going out with your daughter, your daughter, she's my girlfriend. I come back home, your daughter's not back. You're telling me right now you're not coming around my house now, smashing that door and saying, where the fuck is my daughter?
Yeah, I would be.
You would not be thinking of any repercussions or could be a lawsuit because at the end of it, ultimately you were right because that's sus as fuck.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe how casual the police were about it. I feel like that's they need to change laws, they need to change something. Even if they were wrong, the best thing to do is if he's in and the first thing the parent says, we've got lawyers, shut the door. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is fucked up, there's something going on. You don't have to be a detective to work that out. And it was a fucking annoying watch. And then it showed you at the end of it, there's 45% of missing people's cases in America that's to do with ethnicities, like black girls and all this kind of stuff, and Latino girls, that the police haven't even bothered to look at. And you think, oh, there's 45% of these cases, I don't know how many, I think it was thousands, that they haven't even bothered to, there's no media coverage, how can people just go missing it, just say, oh, don't worry about it. So there's a black girl swept under the rug. It's fucking bizarre.
It's weird, like.
It's so weird. And it also got us thinking of how, we're going heavy in this book, I don't care, of how ignorant, I guess maybe me and you could be as blokes as well. Because you don't, obviously me and you have no intentions of getting, like I've got no issue, I feel like smashing my birds anyway, which says, it's any football. No, it's fucking, of how ignorant we can be, of how difficult it must be to be a girl sometimes in relationships that are dead. Because my girlfriend's half the size of me. Not that I ever will, unless she smashes up Lego or doesn't buy me Lego. I'm never going to abuse it. But if I wanted to, I really could. And there's literally, she can't fight back. And I think sometimes we can be quite ignorant. Like they said, Bournemouth did that trailer ages ago about a male fan and a female fan leaving the game and how it was two different experiences. And I've been trying to, definitely after watching that documentary, open up of how difficult it might be. Like imagine being a young 5'5" girl walking the streets, of how different it would be being the 6 foot bearded bald bloke. Because you look at me, don't get me wrong, I'm no scrap whatever, but you look at me and you go, could be a threat. You look at it and you go, I'll take that. I can take that. And of how, I guess maybe not ignorant's the word, but how, lucky we are to be like 9 times out of 10, you walking down a dark alley, you'll be fine. But a girl, it's like easy prey sort of thing. Yeah. And I think it's like, I was like, maybe we should think more about that because it's just, again, we've walked home from nights out plenty of times and I've seen a drunk girl just wander around and thought, oh, she's just walking home. But like how different that scenario could be for her than it could be for me. Mm-hmm. And I just thought, it's a bit, because like I said, the police should have helped her the instant that they pulled her over and saw that she was in distress and there was attack wounds and all this kind of shit. Should have been like, we need to step in here. It just made me feel a bit minging.
It is shit.
you also need to. It also depends on if she wanted to report the event.
Yeah.
They said in theory they cannot do anything.
Yeah, which is, I completely get that. 100%. They need evidence and they need somebody to say, I'm pressing charges.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there should be, if you know, you're not an idiot, you know when there's something happening, there should be something in the law that says if you have good reason to believe that something's happening, you can intervene and say, no, we're going to separate this. Even if it turns out to be wrong, because it could be saving a life. Even if you're right 1 out of 10 times, saving that life, because they said that she could have been saved.
She could have been.
And I just feel like there should be a little bit more. Like I said, I know for a fact if again your daughter has a horrible boyfriend and he's on the verge of beating her or killing her, you would 110% love knowing that the police have that little bit of power to just maybe say, I'm stepping in here and I'm thingy and whatnot. Yeah. It I don't know, it just left a bit of a weird taste in my mouth. I didn't like it.
No.
I didn't, because it's. I always joke about all this kind of shit and whatnot. Like Laura says some stuff every now and then. She's like, "Well, that's a bit dodgy." I think, "Fuck off!" But it's just because I'm a fucking idiot with big beard and bald head, being like, "Yeah," you know what I mean? It's just fucking. Like I said, the Bournemouth advert really got me, and the Bournemouth Football Club advert. But it was a really interesting watch anyway, and a good documentary, and it's just mad.
Mad.
It is just mad.
It is. Everything's mad at the minute. That is just.
I don't know what's going on with the world.
What else was the stat as well? A girl's more likely to be killed off a significant other at the period of time where she's trying to leave him. Because that must be like a weird, male sort of thing, I guess. Like I don't know, like a you can't leave me, I'm the bloke. Sort of like a prideful thing.
Yeah.
It must be something to do with that. Because she's dead into serial killers, you know, the documentaries of the Ted Bundys and shit. Like, do you think serial killers are always led off by trauma, or they were just born with their head a bit different?
Could be both. Could be one or the other. You never know what's going on in a murderer's head, do you?
No. But I always think, I wonder if there was something traumatic that happened, like... Zac Efron, who did he play again? Did he play Ted Bundy? No, Ted Bundy was the one the gay lad, wasn't it? With the glasses, and he killed like black dudes. But it wasn't a race thing, it's just because like he was gay. Who am I thinking of? Yeah, he was dead witty and like he killed loads of girls and shit. Oh my god, Zac Efron played him.
Don't know.
I think I always say his name wrong.
Let me just Google Zac. Was it a film?
Yeah. Oh my god, who the fuck did... I literally just watched a documentary about him with her as well.
Uncle, Grandpa, High School, Strictly, Mike and Dave, Nittyberg. Are you sure it was Zac?
No, he definitely, yeah. If you just type in Zac Efron murderer or Zac Efron's killer, who the fuck's his name? Like I said, I'm sure I always say his last name wrong as well. What's it saying? That's the
Joe Berlinger?
What's
No, that's a director.
that's the film.
What's it called?
Oh my god, how the fuck?
Extremely Wicked.
Yeah.
Right. Extremely Wicked. When a string of murders occurred and her love, Ted Bundy, is the main... It must be Ted Bundy, though.
Oh, so it must be the other guy. Yeah, so he played Ted Bundy, sorry. The other guy who I'm thinking of killed, like, the gay lads. The lad that plays Quicksilver played him.
Hey, what's that?
I'm not sure. Have you not... You must know about Ted Bundy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a brilliant film. Zac Efron plays him so fucking well, but he was very charismatic and stuff, but... Laura's watched the documentaries on his backstory in his life, and there was a time where he was dating a girl in college, and she was like a higher up, and she had sort of money and all this kind of shit, and he was like a regular Joe. And like she left him, but then after a few years, she got back together with him, and he decided to leave her, and that's kind of like where the string of events of murdering just women. So I thought okay, so I wonder if that event of him being left by this woman and feeling small by it led on to him, or is it like somebody, I don't know, just, I know it's not real, but say a Michael Myers, say if he was real, to me that aspect then would be like he's just weird in the brain.
Yeah.
So I wonder if some just scenarios make a murderer, and because they have trauma, like say for example, I don't know, a ginger guy battered you when you were a kid, and you think you go on like, I fucking hate gingers, and you kill him because of that traumatic event, and you go, I'm gonna kill gingers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always want, because it must be. Imagine putting your head in a murder, like a genuine serial killer's head for a second, of how weird and like the fascinations, and they're seeing people as like, you know, meat sack, I can kill you. You're about to see it quite soon, actually, in Daredevil with news.
I was also where you sending me?
There's a character coming up. It's alluding to him. There's a character from the Daredevil comics,
Right.
and he's a psychotic, killing murder spree. But he doesn't do it because I love killing and I love stabbing. He kills loads of people and makes them into art pieces because he just sees bodies and humans and people as a way to create art and make these canvases. There's no like, I'm going to kill you because of you remind me of my mum and I had a bad thingies, and none of that.
Right.
And so if that person was real, that's just their brain being fucked. Because like the idea of going on a murder spree repulses me. It makes like internally you think, oh, the idea, it's disgusting. That's why we always say when we've got a war, if somebody's shooting me, I have no idea if I could shoot somebody and I'm in the middle of a war.
No, I don't think I could.
Yeah. So it's just fucking bizarre. And then in the case of Ted Bundy, there's loads of scenarios. I think Laura said there's a book of all these girls that had experiences with him, but like a car went past, so he changed his mind and went back. Of like, oh my God, how many times do you reckon people in life have been in these scenarios where this could have went the wrong way unless, you know, but because a car went past or a light come on or somebody from the street went, oh, hi, and it stopped, of how close they were to death to then all of a sudden it's fine. Like how many, they didn't realise they were about to be killed by a murderer. Like how mad is that?
It's quite worrying.
It's weird as shit. Obviously, there's probably been many times mine in your life where we've got out of the way 2 minutes, you know, just beforehand. We have no idea because we've already long gone now, and then something happened. It's like even when you're just driving, for example, maybe because obviously you don't notice every car on the road. Maybe there was an incident that happened, or somebody was doing something. You've turned off somewhere. A minute later, there was like a crash, or there was something, and you're like, "Oh fuck me! I've literally just escaped that."
That's it. That's as shit as it is. That's life. There's some situations where you do weirdly end up getting away with shit, and there's some people that don't.
Yeah, it's mad. Like, imagine being on.
Sadly, it's the wrong place at the wrong time.
Imagine being one of the people that met Ted Bundy, and then a couple of years later, he's on trial for doing his murders. He's like, fuck me, I had a conversation with him, but Larry called me over and I went to go speak to Larry. I was literally about to go on a date with him. Like, how mad would that feel?
It would be, or to find out it's one of your mates who's a murderer or a psychotic thing, and you hung on with him for years, you had laughs, you had parties, you had memories.
Because you would feel like a cunt. Because, like, say if I went on a murder spree and I've been doing it for years, and then I get caught in 10 years' time, and you go, hang on a sec, there could have been a sign because me and Dan spoke about this or that happened. But how the fuck was I so oblivious? Like, how mental is that? You're right. If your mates or your family or some shit, or your neighbour that you see every day, you just go, hiya Jeff, and then carry on. Hiya Jeff, for years and years and years. But this whole time, Jeff's fucking mixing up fucking liver stew and stuff with his victims and that. And like, I said alright to him every single morning. I was sat in my next door neighbour plays the most weird, that side, the most fucking weird shit from his TV. I've been mentioning it loads on videos. I'll stop a video and I'll be listening. Like, that's fucking bizarre.
Listen to.
It's like you'll hear like woo coming through the TV, and he has it. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose because I'm being very loud. And we had beef because he kicked off once because Ellie barked. You know, he was like, and I said, listen, mate, that's my dog in the set scene. You mentioned my dog again, I'm gonna smash your fucking face in. And that's the last time we spoke. It just pissed me right off because my dog's happy to see me and you interrupted my love.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, you prick. And we haven't spoken again since. But I just hear loads of weird noises. But then again, when I'm doing videos, I'm going, I got a lightsaber! I don't know if he's doing it. You know what I mean? You'd be thinking, what the fuck's this doing? I hear like just like weird shows and stuff, and you hear muffled like, oh yes, but hey, okay, right? You're like, is that like an old 50s film he's watching? What the fuck? I'll be sat there probably like, okay. And it's weird as well because there's a wall behind us. He could be watching metal shit, but literally on the other side of the wall, he has like Stormbreaker, Captain America's shield, lightsaber, and that. And it's just like this little weird divide. But yeah, I love. Yeah, that's a great point. Being friends with somebody and like, yeah, hang on a second, mate. He was best man at my wedding. You know, we did birthdays together, went to school together. I never noticed any of this. And then you would feel a bit because you could have helped prevent it, and you maybe feel a bit like a dick.
Yeah. What are you doing? You're about. Get a drink of water.
Hey! Fuck knows. Sorry, anyway, yeah, that's all from my shark fears to this, mate. It's nuts. What are you doing? This is an attempt have you seen that? Did you know that cats never evolved to meow or whatever? They randomly learnt to meow just to get humans' attention.
Oh, it depends on who the cat is and how you raise it, I suppose.
No, years and years ago, they never made. They made like the normal.
In general.
Yes,
Oh,
but then as a species, they went. If we meow, we get attention. I think that's mental because I love cats, but there's something about them a bit like you're a bit of a dodgy cunt.
Yeah, cats are a twat.
Yeah, the bits where they look at humans. There's a vase, and they go.
Yeah.
You got. There's definitely some sort of malice in their head, isn't there? There has to be.
Definitely.
There's a reason why the Egyptians, the mummies, were scared of cats and shit. There's something dodgy fucking going on, them little bastards. And like I said, I love cats. They're amazing, but like I said, they look at their owners and like, what the fuck? Whereas a dog's just an absolute mongoloid.
Yeah.
If they smash them in, they're like, "Who did me? No, he's a pet. Boo!" They ain't got a clue.
No.
But see, your cat's fucking weird, old dodgy bastards. Anyway. There's my little tirades anyway, sir. My little rampages, my little ranty rants. I enjoyed watching your man in on us getting quizzed this week and not being able to give an answer. It's so funny watching him going, I don't really know. You're like, fuck off, you lizard man. You See, Donald, what? Why is he fucking obsessed again of bringing up Canada would be a great state, be a phenomenal state. Greenland would be Why are you trying to start a weird invasion?
I don't know what's going on with Donald at the minute. He's starting beef with a lot of people and it's not going to go well for him. He says he wants to help the country, which is fair enough.
Which is what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. But the way he's going around it, putting tariffs on everything, I
don't understand how he doesn't realise he's fucking over the American people.
Even, Canada, who one of the best allies he's got, he's fucking them over. And it's like, well, hang on, Canada Prime Minister Guyz, like, well, hang on, if you're going to be doing this shit, we're also going to be doing this shit.
Yeah.
So they took fucking basically a lot of drink off the shelves that got made in America. And I think some manufacturers have stopped selling cars over in America now because a lot of them are produced in Canada. And it's like, well, now if you're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing this.
It's bizarre, isn't it? When Putin said, I want Ukraine to go into it, the whole world was like, whoa, no, fuck you can't be doing this, so there's war going on and that now. But because America said, yeah, we want Greenland and Canada, because we see America as the good guys and, they're supposed to be on, helping people, like, no one's like, thinking, hang on a sec, this is a massive red flag.
I don't understand why he wants the Gulf of Mexico.
Sorry, the Gulf of America now. That's what he's named it as, isn't he? It's the Gulf of Mexico, as always has been. He's trying to change it to the Gulf.
But it's part of Mexico.
I don't know, mate. It's this... I don't know if this is the issue of putting in a celebrity in the head of a country. I don't understand what... Because I don't think all this stuff was said when he was doing his campaign election. Like, I'm going to fight for us to get Canada as a state and get fucking Greenland as a state. I don't think he ever much any of that.
I don't know what's going on in his head.
Yeah, it's a genuine circus that we live in. And I can't comprehend most of it. I'm a fucking dumb that believes one day a man will swing around New York shooting webs. I'm a fucking moron. But there we go now. Donald, stop invading. Fuck off. You can take Wales or some shit if you want. Not that I'm out against Wales, just leave me alone.
Oh, it's a police helicopter.
Oh, is it? And we've been speaking about murderers and shit.
Come over us.
Did you see the moon last night?
No.
Oh, it was fucking massive in yellow, and there was an unreal cloud, like a thin cloud that went through.
I'm saying, I think I took a picture when I was Snapchatting. So obviously I got back late about 11 o'clock.
Did they just drop a body? It looked beautiful.
Well, it was supposed to get a red moon. When was that supposed to be happening?
Well, it was orange yesterday. If that's what we're about, we're not. I don't know.
Maybe.
Fuck knows.
But yeah, going back to Donald. I don't know what's going on at the minute. I don't know what fucking. Then we've also got over here. You got that fucking Russian ship who crashed into some oil ship just near Scotland.
I didn't know about that. It's a Russian.
Turned out that the captain of the one ship, it was Russian, who crashed into one of our ships or one of our oil rigs or whatever.
Oh. So has that caused a bit of... Oh, or is it just like an accident?
Well, no one knows though, just on how it's happened.
Oh.
But I think he's been arrested.
Well, I should hope so. Is that like dodgy driving or some shit? I always feel like it'd be hard to crash into stuff on a ship.
But you'd also think that with an aeroplane, and there's been about, what, 5 in the past
Yeah,
month or
that's...
something?
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on.
Maybe the aeroplanes are coming sentient thinking, why am I carrying you dickheads about? Well, fuck off. Yeah, that's another weird one, isn't it?
To me, you've got... How planes crash into each other, I have no idea.
Yeah, because it's just jags of open space. You can see, oh, there's a plane here, there's a plane, there's a plane there, there's a plane there. But
yeah.
It's like not like a car where you're right next to each other and you do a turn and hit and shit like that.
Yeah, it just fucking flies into him. Look, there's a plane. Gunk.
Yeah, they must see it coming from fucking ages away. Plus, do they not have like the little ding, ding? So, oh yeah, in about 10 minutes we'll crash into a plane, we better move. We'll do it in a minute.
So there's boats.
Yeah, I always think it's mad when boats crash into shit. Just all this vast ocean, nothing near you, and then crash. You're like, where the fuck did that come from? What the fuck? But hey, up. Just stick with trains, maybe.
Well, they can be just as bad.
Yeah, but imagine being on a derailed train. How fucking disgusting that must feel. Like if it's just like, yeah, I'll smash it where I'm ready, and you're saying, what the fuck? So that would be horrible.
Just jump into the middle of the aisle and lie down.
They're supposed to not. They're supposed to not on a lift, aren't you? When a lift crashes, you're supposed to lay down at the bottom. My head automatically goes, "Oh, just jump when you hit the ground." Obviously, I'd time it wrong. Two, I can't jump very high.
You'd fucking knock yourself out.
But how? I don't understand. Again, I'm not a fucking smart person. I don't understand how laying flat at the bottom of it would do you any good. But apparently, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But I don't, because all I think is you're just gonna go.
Because the impact, if you're standing up, holding on, the impact is gonna go through your body, and you're just gonna.
Right. Okay.
If you jump, again, if you jump, it's kind of like gravity. You're gonna because that's going down so fast. You go.
Oh, you're just gonna smash it at the top.
Gonna,
Oh, right. Yeah, would you?
So yeah, they do advise you to lie do.
They say in car crashes, you're supposed to go limp, aren't you?
Well,
Because
yeah,
that's when most organs and shit, because people tense up, and because they tense, that's when it. But if you limp and you're like that, but the idea of there's a car coming, it's gonna hit us, all right, that just seems unnatural to me.
play dead.
Yeah, just like, all right, and then you just because apparently, like I said, the more you tense, you're fighting shit, you break shit, your stuff gets pierced through organs. But I can't fathom something because when anything's coming towards you, you sort of get ready to tense, and it's like a natural instinct.
It is. It is. You're not gonna just go.
You catch it. Oh yeah, it's just yeah. You're supposed to do that. Well, fucking tell my body that then. I can't just like it's like if I'm a boxer and you're about to get hit, you don't go well. If I just go loose. All right, no, I can. It's fucking bizarre, mate. It's absolutely bizarre. It's fucking. Strange.
It's all weird, man.
But yeah, I don't know if you got any weird thoughts you want to chuck on, sir.
Not really.
It's been a fun look at life, sort of. I love how complicated like life is when it's just not. I love the insignificance of the shit that we do, but it seems massive. Like, you know, you're on your next job. I've got to get this delivery there by 7 o'clock, and it seems like the most important thing in the entire world. Because it's your unit, and to you it is, isn't it? Like when I'm doing a job, I need to get all this mortar ready because I need to be ready by half 7. Like but like in the grand scheme of the timeline of the universe, it means fuck all.
Yeah.
But because it's our world and this is how we live and this is the centre of it, it needs to, like the people that are rushing around at Burger King to get all the burgers out. In the grand scheme of the universe of how long existence has been here, that means fuck all. Doesn't matter if that person's gonna wait 10 minutes for a burger or not. It's just weird.
Like we said, so life is weird. Life does throw fucking curveball balls at you sometimes, and it's like, okay, right, let's figure this out. Okay,
Fucking
start from scratch.
Yeah, yeah. It's like because I even love to get into my own complications about like, okay, there's a new Lego set coming out, and I'm like, oh, that's very important.
You have my complication. I have your Lego one.
Yeah, but not I understand because your complications are far more. You know, Lego's coming out. It's insignificant, not only to like me and the world, but to general problems.
Yeah.
Mine's just an impulsive. I need purchase because there's something clearly wrong with me. My autistic, I need to have it right now. Impulsive behaviour. But yeah, even then, it seems like because all these like Pokemon cards are selling out, and I'm like, oh, I need to get some. I need to get some. And it's like, well, it doesn't matter because I'll be dead, and then 100 years time, that collection's probably in the ground somewhere, buried, burnt, destroyed, ruined. In the timeline, it means now. It just meant loads to me. In the meantime,
Yeah.
it's because obviously in our world, in our lives, we're the main character. Obviously, because you're on the driving seat of you, I'm on the driving seat of me. You forget that. Whoever walks past you, never seen them before, they're also the main character and they've got their issues and their problems, but they don't exist because it's not part of your world and shit like that. And it's just, it's mental.
Life's mental.
It's fucking so, I just feel like.
Life is mental. Life's mad.
It is. Like tomorrow, I'll go back to it. I'm sweating, I'm physically ruining my body, I'm bleeding, I've ripped nail out of under nail and all this shit over hopefully, please 90 minutes, don't go to extra time or penalties. In the grand scheme of the universe, it means nothing, but there's thousands of Geordies and there's thousands of Scousers that it means everything to.
Yeah.
But again, the grand scheme, because guess what, next season it'll happen again, it'll do again, it'll be a different fight, and it's just like, I don't understand how we've, because obviously it's wired in me to care about tomorrow so much.
Yeah.
But I understand from, there isn't a God, but just say there's a God. Looking down at it going, that means, fuck all, don't worry about that, lads. You go to heaven and all this shit or whatever. But why are you worried about a bunch of men getting paid loads for, because I started to get annoyed at footballers as well. Not annoyed at them. Like someone, right, sorry Liverpool, and I hope to, please don't be jinxing this down. Please, if you are a God. Darwin Núñez is a player that plays for Liverpool. He is a donkey dog shit footballer. He is fucking horrendous. Even Liverpool fans, like, he was one of the ones that missed the penalty to lose against PSG the other night, right?
Okay.
Don't jinx it so he scores tomorrow. I've just called him out so much. He's going to fucking score tomorrow, you idiot. Oh! But anyway, if he's injured, right, and he is, I don't know how he's a Premier League footballer, he still gets paid. And I was like, at my job, I am quite significant. I'm a key player in my job. Mm-hmm. If I'm injured, I get fuck all.
Yeah, I was saying.
It's mental. Like I've got personally no issue with football players getting paid loads because if it means we've got to give Bruno 100 grand a week to win as a trophy, you give him 100 grand a week. But I just feel like job people. Like if I know how important you would be to your job. If you worked for me and I'd say Chris is off for a week with a bad back, he couldn't help it, he injured his back working for me, I'm going to make sure he gets paid. I just feel like employees should do that.
There is a sick pay, but you've got to be off for so long, and you've got to have a doctor's note. Yeah, you get like 90 quid.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
It is. It's supposed to be fucked you back up when you got to pay for pills and whatever else.
Because I said to you, like,
therapy or whatever.
Yeah. I said to, obviously, I won't out him out by name, but the lad who's got to have an operation for something that he got yesterday, it's like he's going to have to take time off for the operation and time off to heal. It's like, you're going to get no money for that.
No.
And I just think and it was an injury caused by work.
It's shit for him, because like I say, especially if she's got a new car.
Yeah, it's
all that shit.
It's a bit like, police are back. Maybe they are looking, we're here. Who have you fucking murdered, Chris? You were the one that said, oh, maybe your murderer's your friend. Maybe you were speaking out the truth, huh?
Maybe.
Is it the same one?
Yeah.
Is he just dossing?
He's just doing laps.
Who the fuck are you, cunt? Fucking flying about. The idea that we could get in them is let them fly. Imagine telling that to like a Victorian or a fucking Viking, be like, one day you're going to be up there flying about, and they'd be like, what? You'd be like, yeah, honestly. Imagine if you pulled somebody from the medieval times and went, oh, look at that. I love the idea of going to medieval. I always think about this. I love the idea of going back 600 years, 500 years, and they'd be like, oh, we make fire with the stones and that. And I go, look. And they're like, what the fuck?
I think fire was about back.
No, fire was about, but not in this form.
Right.
That's what I'm about. They can make it with stones and shit like that, and they can do it that way and thingy, and I just go, ha ha. Or if I get out my phone and go, look, there's a torch, it's nighttime, we've got light, and they're like, witchcraft! Fucking witch! I was having this conversation with a new lad at work the other day. I said how years and years and years and years and years ago, how fucking dumb people were. I know at the time they couldn't help it, But like the idea, they thought, right, if somebody's left-handed, they're a witch. Oh, this woman's a witch. If she floats, she's definitely a witch and will kill her. If she sinks, she's not a witch, but she'll be dead. They didn't believe that shit. The Mayans used to go, hey, Frank, can we kill your kids? Because if we kill your kids, we'll have some wheat grow. The gods have told us. Yeah, if we kill your entire bloodline, we'll have some wheat grow. Yeah, no worries, sacrifice them and eat their heart. Spot on. Kill them and that grows. And they're like, oh. We killed the wrong... Dave, we didn't kill your kids. Right, spot on. How dumb we were.
Things were weird back then, though. But obviously, it's all hearsay and...
Yeah, obviously, people were a lot more superstitious and religious, and there was no, like, real science to go on and all that kind of shit. So, I to an extent, I get it. But I just, like I said, the witch trials, I love the idea that they were like, yeah, if she floats, she's a witch, and we'll kill her. If she sinks, she'll die. But she's not a witch, at least. And you're like...
No, but she said no.
I've seen there was a comedy skit ages ago where somebody's back in like them days where witches were allegedly a thing and stuff, and the lad comes home and the missus is giving him loads of shit and he can't be bothered. He's like, she's a witch, and she just gets taken away and he's like, I can relax. It's just fucking so bizarre, mate, of how, because even now to an extent we still have our own stupid stuff of what we do believe and what we don't believe and how mental certain stuff is. And like I said, the idea, I bet if you go, I don't know, 200 years in time ago, where was it? People used to work really hard, pay money for little plastic bricks that they put together. Why? Because I understand looking out, it's fucking dumb. So surely in the future, like, why did they do that? I don't understand. It's so stupid.
People live, like I said, people sometimes nowadays, they prefer living in the olden times. Like, say, I don't know why he popped up. Someone popped up on my TikTok.
He popped up, Christ.
I think he's like in his late 20s or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, his house, it's like from fucking 1912. He's got all
it's dead basic.
furniture. He's got one of them fucking recording things with the big fucking speaker.
Oh, right. Did we put the vinyl on?
Yeah.
I've got one down there. Why the fuck? Record player?
Yeah.
Why
So
the
like
fuck-
that.
Yeah.
He's got some kind of old-fashioned TV that's got the fucking tiniest screen ever.
Wow.
And then he's got to program it in. He says, "Oh, I don't watch TV though." And he drives like 1912 cars and shit like that. It's like, why do people live in them days?
Yeah, we think that's weird, but in his head, he's obviously prefers it, or there's something he's worked out that this is just better. There's obviously something going on that he's like, oh, this is better for me. But obviously we're thinking, well, hang on a sec, you can get a good TV right there in your pocket, mate. You can, whoa.
But he lives in this world. He's fucking does everything. He cooks in this world.
I bet he's dead happy as well. I bet he's proper happy.
He seems happy.
Yeah, I bet he's 100% happy, and me and you are fucking sat being
So he was making his old, he was making a BLT, so he was making his mayonnaise from scratch. He had his old oven and fucking saucepans. He was toasting his fucking old 1912 toaster thing. He was like, what the fuck?
That's weird you just said that. I was watching a video of somebody who must have been 80, an old lady churning butter with the things, like that. And I was watching that going, is this turning me on? An old woman just going, you got it, when it gets really creamy, that's when you've made the whipped cream. She's dead old, wrinkly as fuck, glasses like that. And I'm thinking, is this like old person porn? Like, what the fuck is this? Because there's everyone in the comments being like, I'll rub one out to this. And I was thinking, what the fuck? Even she was sat there in the proper outfit and everything, nothing sexual at all, she's just churning butter. And I was like, see if I was back in the day and I saw like, oh, Vivian's out churning the butter with the lads, and you'd be like, oh, come on lads, let's watch him. Like, oh, sexy that, look at the floor. That would be weird as fuck, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't surprise me if people were like that.
Yeah, like, that was their porn back then.
It
like,
was.
oh, Vivian's back out, come on lads, she's churning the butter. She's like, and then you're like, oh, Vivian's at it again. It's fucking mental. I've only just realised what a wet nurse was. Apparently it was like a woman in the village that would feed all the children out of her boobies.
Fair enough.
How mad must that be? It's like all they said there's 20 kids that she fed, and they all grow up and like, yeah, we all sucked on her tit. She's just sat there with her drained boobies, just like, oh, yeah.
Maybe fucking some saggies, you're not told them.
Yeah, like,
But you want to produce milk when you're pregnant.
yeah, she had a baby, so she had one of her own. So she has the milk. So it's all the infants at that time she had the baby, so if there's any more infants, they just come and get some milk, shit like that. It's not quite like in The Boys where, what's her name, makes the milk for Homelander.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a god just loving titty milk and being like, I'll never forget that scene. She just fucking hits him with it. Oh my god. Yeah, mate, that's fucking...
Yeah.
Life's fucking strange.
Life is strange.
Life could be strange. Life could be... Oh man. And like I said, I'm part of the problem as well because I buy into this strange shit that we do. But at the same time, it is strange, but I'm going on as if like buying purchases and doing this, that's all done. But for whatever reason, I find value in collecting Lego and Pokemon cards and doing the shit I do and stuff. And I guess the whole point for me of life is while you're here, do what you do that makes you happy, and that makes me happy. Like I said, I know it's strange, maybe on the outside looking like aliens being down, being like, we can teleport and have ray guns, and they're playing with Lego bricks. But it's making me happy, and it's fulfilling my life.
Yeah.
So I guess that's... Because to me, the question of life is simple. It's the whole point of life is to do what you want, as long as you're not harming people and having fun until the end. That's my meaning of life.
That's it. That's basically that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
As long as you're not harming anyone or doing anything you shouldn't be, you should be alright.
Apart from myself financially, I'm harming myself. So it's self-inflicted, it's fine. We're good. Do you want to wrap up with anything? I feel I've had really fun with this conversation. I don't know if you have, because we've gone like a bit weird, depressing, talking about women and murderers and shit.
It's been an interesting conversation.
I love that.
It's kept me occupied, I tell you that.
Do you have a modern day, we'll end it on this, a rational fear? Like something, you know, I shouldn't be scared of that, but I am.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, I've just told you if I have a bath, I think there's going to be a shark. So
No,
it can't be that dumb.
It's not really a fear, it's just where I'll be in life.
Right. Oh, this is heavy. I think I might need another fag. This sounds like it's a lot more heavy than a shark in a bath, mate.
It's just no, because obviously things are happening at the minute with things changing in the world and cost of living going up and stuff like that. It's like, where do I see myself in 30 years' time? Am I going to be happy, chappy, doing something I enjoy? Or am I going to be miserable, stuck in a nursing home? I don't know what else going to happen.
So you've got like a bit of a fear of the future.
Yeah, it's like...
I don't think I think that might be quite common as well. I think a few people...
It's like, well, am I going to be... If I retire, am I going to be able to be financially happy? Am I going to be able to cope? Or am I going to be like... You see on these TVs where an old man's sitting in a cold ass house, not being able to feed himself or put the heating on.
I don't think you would be like that, because you are smart with stuff. I can't see you being in it again. I'm just speaking obviously of how I believe. I don't think you would ever be at that point. I think you will always make sure you've ticked your boxes and you sound. You might not be happy and fulfilled with like job or whatever, but I think you'll be safe and you'd be comfortable and shit like that. That's the vibe I get from you anyway.
And like, will I have like loved ones around me? And I enjoy the peace. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the peace.
Yeah.
But it's like
ending it out like fucking just there's no one around us.
There's no one around.
That is a sad thought.
Sitting on my rocking chair, just fading away.
I get that.
I think that's one of my biggest things.
No, like I said, that's a legit fear. That's where sometimes I feel not sorry, because I think you do need to have a little bit of that fear, so you can set yourself up so you're not in that position. Because I live life the opposite of that. I'm too busy and focused on the now, and I have I don't
want to focus on the now.
I have too much of it's dumb of just being like, it'll be alright, it'll be alright. For me it's a benefit because it means whilst I'm in this present I can just relax because that'll be alright. But what if I get there and it's not alright? But I don't think about it like that, whereas obviously you do. So I'm out of the two, I'm more likely being that in the future going, why the fuck did young Dan just keep saying it'll be alright? Because look at the state of us now. Whereas you're saying now, oh, I'm worried. You get to the future, oh, thank God he worried because I'm now in this position. So I think the way you put
That's
it,
why
it's better.
I want to sort myself out this year and try and buy a house next year. That's my goal for next year, is just to save as much money as I can, buy a house. At least I know I've got a roof over my head because that house will be mine.
Yeah.
Provided nothing goes wrong,
Uh.
that house will be mine.
No, you're moving next week anyway. No, I think you'll be. What again? Fuck, why do you keep starting on the fucking oven? Everything's the last few weeks because you keep fighting with the oven. Maybe that's what your future is, the oven war. Maybe you know something we don't.
Maybe.
No, I think, yeah, you got your head screwed on. You're not a fucking little idiot going around just investing in plastic. You know what I mean? You're not a fucking toy rag like me.
I'm just.
Are you getting
One edge of it.
Well, I can tell you're a bit more. You either really need a piss or you're fucking. You're not. But usually you're a bit more. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, one edge of it.
At the minute, I don't think you need to be. We're not gonna go heavy on that because it's private and shit like that. But yeah, I think maybe one day Chris can allude to all, but no, not for now. Do you want to end it there then, Mr. Fidgety Pants?
Yeah.
Right, it's a fun one though. I want to know irrational fears from anybody out there. Like I said, mine's so you have a legit fear there. I think sharks. I'm going to go to bed and there's going to be shark. You know what I mean? Mine's fucking dumb. But visuals. Thank you for listening. Should definitely check out the documentary I mentioned on Netflix because it's fascinating watching. It's a sad watching shit like that. Let us know your fears. Would you rather be in the water or fire? I think you're saying water, aren't you?
Yeah.
Plus, I can't swim that well. And
I'm quite good swimming, to be fair.
yeah, well, I'm touching onto you then, mate.
You get drunk too.
Because and as well, because you're not supposed to panic, are you? And all I'm going to be doing is panicking. Like when Andy fucking knocked me into talking time, and the old women had to drag me out, I will never forget that day. Even to the point where I could stand up, and all I could think about was this alleged one-eyed fish, and a city under there, and demons.
There
and
is a city under there.
Oh, don't say that shit because I was in that water.
There's no one.
I wasn't doing it. I was paddling. Andy thought I was attacking him and fuck off. And, and I was going, help, 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 help. And he's like, stop panicking. I was going, help. And I somehow got to a soft bit and I'm like this. And these two old women just getting arm and she, all right. So I'm going, oh. And people screaming and shouting and fucking. I didn't even want to go on the canoes. I didn't want to go on the canoes. I wanted to be on dry land. That was disgusting. It was one of the worst times of my life. It was fucking horrendous. I've got a cool picture out of it though.
Oh,
But fuck me. Yeah, sorry visuals. Your PTSD just come back there. Flashbacks. Thank you for listening. It's been fucking dumb as fuck. Keep me young, keep it on.
and as always, people, enjoy the weather, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy life, have fun. Kick getting shit if you doesn't abuse you.
Kicking ovens.
Love you, bye.